situations are weighing on you, if it's not your back, it's your chest. If it's not your chest, it's your neck. It's all kinds of stress, and we ask the Lord, what next? Has anybody ever been there where it seems like every time you turn around, it's just something else? It seems like every time you walk out the door, it's something. I can't find the keys. I can't find my other shoe. It's only one sock. Where's my belt? I can't manage to get through one day without something going wrong. Well, Job was extremely familiar with the enemy's devices to destroy us through frustration, irritation, and devastation. And with Job, it wasn't over a course of time, but rather he was literally being hit with extreme circumstances of adversity. See, with us, we have things that we encounter over days and times, but see, Job got hit with everything all at once. Before he could hear the bad news from one witness, another bearer of bad news came running. I'm talking about every time Job turned around, he lost all his possessions, he lost his livestock, he lost his way of living. Then his children were wiped out, followed by inflictions on his body. The Bible says that the boils went from the top of his head to the soles of his feet. And then to top it all off, his wife, the one who was supposed to support him, the one who was supposed to stand by him, the one, if everybody else walked away, she was going to be there. She even told Job that he needed to give up and die. And then after his wife did all of that, his friends had a nerve to come and say, well, you know, maybe you going through all of this because of some evil that you have done. And Job had been forsaken by all those that loved him. It seemed like nobody understood him. It seemed like he was just forsaken. I wonder if anybody has ever been there where it seemed like with all that was going on, it just felt like you was all by yourself. You was going through by yourself. And it's not that you was literally by yourself, because you could see people and you could touch people and you could hear people, but it seemed like couldn't nobody help you. But in all of this, Job sinned not. So what do I do when I get in a situation where it seems like every time I turn around, there's something else? What do I do when I get in a situation where it seems like it's always one thing after another? What do I do when I get in a situation where it seems like everybody got something to say and ain't nobody extending a hand to help me do nothing? Where it seems like everybody got an opinion, but don't nobody got no money. Everybody got a suggestion, but ain't nobody coming to sit with me. What do I do? I'm going to tell you, D. The first thing that we see in the text is that there had to first be permission. We must recognize that nothing in our life happens without the consent of God. God knows how much we can bear. In the text, yes, the enemy, Satan, approached God, but it was God who suggested Job to the enemy. God gave Satan permission to put his hand upon anything that Job had except for his soul. We must understand that no matter what kind of hell we are enduring, that God is still ultimately the one that's pulling the strings, and he's setting limitations upon the enemy. The Bible says, it tells us that weapons will form against us, but they will not prosper. It says that we may be struck down, but we will not be destroyed. That sickness will come, but that sickness is not unto death. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, there is no temptation given unto man whereby God has not already provided a way to escape. So what does that mean? It means that sickness will come, but it won't kill you. It means that heartaches and suffering and loneliness and lack and struggles, mortgage crises, disappointments and devastation, but the trials only come to make you stronger. These are known as light afflictions. Paul says that I'd rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of God might rest upon me. God allows things to happen so that you might know and others can see that all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and that